Hello everybody, so Yetunde Oshodi Fraudeau here. I am owner of Let's Eat the World, a culinary tour company that organizes and creates culinary experiences in France and Spain and soon internationally. So I'm going to talk to you today about our week in Paris. This is a tour that I have designed in collaboration with the chefs at Cooking with Class Paris, owned by my husband, Chef Eric Fraudeau. Now, you've already made the first step. You've decided where you want to go, and where you want to go is Paris. You are all about Paris. Either you've been there before and you want to return, or it's your very first time. The French capital is the capital of gastronomy. And even though, it used to be the city of Lyon, and it is in a way, it is historically the capital is Lyon, Paris is synonymous with great food, luxury, champagne, and everything else that you can think of that is French. So that's why we decided to launch this tour, which is a 5.5-day tour in the city of Paris, centered around food, but also around French culture. When I told you before, during the perfect planning of a culinary experience anywhere, I did say the number one thing is to decide where you want to go. So you've decided you want to go to Paris and you want to explore the fabulous markets that are there. There are markets in every district of Paris, the arrondissements. And we're going to take you to 2 different ones that our chefs truly enjoy. During this tour, you are going to touch on both French brasserie, bistro cuisine, as well as French patisserie. So unlike some of the other tours we do, this is really going to be centered around the sweets as much as it is about the savory. The chefs of Cooking with Class are working with me to bring you some fabulous experience in their kitchen, making fresh croissants, which take a few days to make normally, macaron that you will be ecstatic to taste and very eager to want to get into right away. But you'll learn little things like, okay, you should wait till the next day before you eat your macaron if you really want to experience it right way. You will learn that a croissant requires at least 2 days, if not 3, to be made properly. So yeah, these are things that you'll see in the pastry shops, in the boulangerie windows, and you're looking at them and admiring and wondering, how do they do this? Well, you're going to find out on this tour. Like I said, it is hands-on. The group size is no more than 8 people. You will be learning about French bistro and brasserie cuisine. The bistro and the brasserie as what put Paris on the map. These were eateries that did the classics like the French onion soup, so soupe à l'oignon, did things like the coq au vin, which was made from rooster. If we can find a rooster, we'll use a rooster. If we don't, we'll use chicken. And you can use chicken at home, it's fine. You'll learn about wonderful pastries like the tarte tatin, like I said before, the macaron. All these things are part of the week in Paris. But guess what? We're also going to learn about some made in Paris things, including cheese. Did you know that they make cheese in Paris? So we're going to include that in our tour. We are also going to spend a day with a wine expert who's going to take us to Champagne. We're going to Reims. We're going to see the cathedral in Reims because you can't go to Reims and not see the cathedral. But we're also going to go and visit 2 champagne houses, a small one and a larger one as well, so that you can learn about the méthode champenoise, which is the champagne making method, and do a tasting along with the wine specialist who will be taking you on this tour. We will be going to a fine dining restaurant experience. This will be a restaurant selected by our chef. It'll be either a Michelin-starred restaurant or one who is almost getting to Michelin. So you'll have the secret before everybody else does, even before Michelin themselves. Our chefs are here to answer your burning questions about French cuisine. You are going to have an opportunity to have hands-on techniques that you're going to use in everyday cooking. The tour is for expert chefs, or expert cooks rather, I should say. Expert cooks, it's also for cooks who cook occasionally, but people who really do enjoy food and travel. The small group size is going to give you an opportunity to really have the chef's ear on this tour. And And I'm going to go through the program with you now. Okay, so day one. You're actually going to start the program on a Sunday. I started on Sunday because I want you to get in, maybe you get in Saturday and you get a little bit of rest, and then you're going to come on a guided tour with our partners who are going to take you through the heart of the city and some history. So you may already know Paris. You may know a little bit about French history, but this is a fun opportunity and a good way to shake off the jet lag if you're coming from far away. You're going to come on the tour and you're going to learn a little bit about Henri IV. You're going to learn about La Cité. You're going to learn some little tidbits and little rumors and legends about the city of Lucia, which was the Roman name Lucia. Okay, this is the island of La Cité, which was the center and the heart of the city. Then in the evening, you're going to meet up with the chef, who is going to buy you a drink and also walk you through the week so you know exactly what to expect and ask the questions that you have about your week ahead. Monday, school bell rings and we're into class. Your first day of class taking place at Cooking with Class, which is located in the 18th arrondissement, Montmartre, in Paris. And you'll have your first hands-on lesson with where you'll be preparing your lunch for the day. After lunch, we're going to hopefully get over to the cheese experience for the week and learn about the cheese making process on one of the only, I think there maybe are 2, maybe 3 cheese producers actually located in the city of Paris. And this is absolutely fabulous cheese. So we're going to learn about the cheese making process. Then you're going to go home or go back to your hotel and rest up. Tuesday, you are back at the school again. Actually, no, we're going to be meeting up at one of our chef's favorite markets, the Marché d'Aligre. And you'll go shopping for the day. You're going to learn a little bit about the history of this market. And also, it's one of the most authentic markets in Paris. A lot of markets now are changed. Now, there's a difference between the marché ambulant, which are the markets that are weekly, and the markets that are covered markets with an outdoor component. So the Marché d'Aligre is one of those. It has a hall, where you will go shopping for cheese and where you find coffee, wine, spices, and all kinds of fruits and vegetables. We will be working with the seasons. So if the tour is in October, we're going to be working with the produce for the month of October, dealing with our squash, our root vegetables, and so on. If we're in the springtime, we're going to be dealing with spring fruits and vegetables like our asparagus, our strawberries, and maybe even some of the first cherries if we're lucky. So that is Tuesday. Now, Wednesday is the day that you head off to Champagne, the Champagne region, and you'll visit 2 champagne houses, a small women-owned champagne house. And this actually, I think actually both of the ones that we've selected have a very strong female influence. So girl power. Now, after this day, you're going to return back to your hotels again. And then the following day, we're going to have another cooking class. And you're going to be, I did forget one little thing. Hopefully, you would have started your croissant dough on the Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. And you'll actually get to bake your croissants before you head off to Champagne. So this is going to be an early start. You know, bakers start early, so very important. It's a bit of a drive to get up to Reims from Paris, so you have an opportunity to catch those extra Z's in case you're a little tired. Our final evening together is going to, final day actually is going to be your macaron class, and you will break in the afternoon, and in the evening we're going to meet up for dinner. So this is our parting meal. We are going to enjoy a gastronomic feast with wine, of course, more cheese because you didn't have enough cheese during the week, bread, and everything else. And a special toast to say thank you for joining us for this wonderful week in Paris. That's the end of the tour, and it is going to be delicious, and it is missing just you. If you have any questions whatsoever, you need to head over to the website, let'seattheworld.com, and send me an email if you like at info@let'seattheworld.com. I have also included in this video the links that you can use to get to the Week in Paris page and upcoming dates that we have for future tours. I hope to see you in Paris. Our chefs look forward to seeing you for yet another delicious experience from Let's Eat the World. Thank you. Hey, sorry, I'm back again. I realized that earlier in my video, I said something that was a little bit wrong. So first thing, I just wanted to correct what I said. So the city of Paris in Roman times was called Lutetia. Lutetia. There's a hotel called Lutèce that you can find in the heart of the city. The other thing I wanted to mention is that this particular tour does not include accommodations, but I'm happy to send you a list of, it's a short list of some recommendations I have for either apartments or hotel stays. And I know that when people travel to Paris often enough, and usually we do get people who are familiar with Paris on this tour, they have a particular arrondissement that they want to be in. I am, I'm a bit partial to the right bank personally, but you can stay anywhere in Paris that you want. You've got the metro to get you around pretty quickly. So I just thought I would add this at the end just to give you a little bit more information. And like I said, visit the website, send me an email, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. Thank you. When can you join the week in Paris? For the most recent and up-to-date dates for Let's Eat Paris Week in Paris Culinary Tour with Let's Eat the World, head over to our website where you'll find all the dates that are coming in the future. We'll see you in Paris.